Hey, I'm just putting the question. How did you know? He went into the army, and obviously as a boy there'd been a few little scrapes, few encounters with the police. A lot of scrapes. I mean, that could push you one way or the other. You know, some people rebel against that kind of discipline. Was that you in the army?
Do you know what? I didn't expect that because my brother John was in the army, and everybody loved my brother John. He'd come home back in the 78, 79. He used to walk home with his uniform and everyone was like, you know, glad to see him. Just got so much respect. And a lot of people used to say to my mum, maybe some of you other boys should join the army. I'll give it a go then. And I lasted, I spent 4 years, 256 days in the army. Yeah, I've done my time with it. And I think that was really the making of me.
Really?
The discipline, everything. And I've got some of my old squaddies here, the Fusiliers. They're from our old regiment. Yeah, so I owed so much to my career for being in the army.
I was going to say, because that is only in the army. Was that the first time you put on a pair of boxing gloves?
I was always street fighting. But it was really the first time I put on a boxing glove. And like, if you go to sport in the army, any kind of sport in the army, they take good care of it. Instead of me getting out of my bed at 4:45 in the morning, getting out of my bed at 9 o'clock, while they're all having slop, I'm having steak and salad. And then we end up with butter, mate. Yeah, it was a good crack. But you know, you got the good side, you got the sad side of the army as well, because we spent 18 months in Northern Ireland and on a Ballykenny trip. My guys, a lot of my friends in Copenhagen, they were on a fishing trip. And what they done is they stayed someplace, in front of them, took out the front of their dashboard, packet quick, high explosives. When they came down in the morning, touched ignition, blew up. The only way that they could identify a house was by the wedding ring, which was 600 meters away from the building.
So, this is, you know, you're what, 20 years old at this point, 21?
20.
You've already got that kind of loss. You've already lived life and lost loved ones in that stage. But when you put on a pair of boxing gloves, you're in the army, when was the point when you thought, I might be a bit good at this?
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all. It was so funny, when I came out of the army, I wouldn't even think I was a store detective at Woolworths, you should believe. Woolworths.
You must have been the scariest store detective in the world.
Listen, and I got it wrong so many times, like, I'm watching him, got it wrong. Because once you're in the army, you can get any security job that you want. I used to work with, do cash in transit with Group 4 when they were good. But,
I bet nobody saw Pickamix from that Woolworths, ever.
But the funny thing, I won't even go there. What happened, it was like, because I started boxing in the army, I never lost a fight in the army. Because I went all the way up, I was only welterweight, like 6 man. I went up to heavyweight just to beat George J, who beat my brother, and I came back down. That was it. And I thought to myself, I was doing like, sometimes when I come out of the army, I was doing like 15-hour shift, like security jobs. Well, I wasn't bad at boxing. I thought, maybe I could be Southern Area champion. I might have a shot at the British. Because all I wanted was a terrace house like my dad. That's all I wanted, just a terrace house like my dad. And I thought my dad had made it. That's all I wanted. And my BMW. That's all I wanted. I didn't know I was going to be the Guinness Book of Records induction Hall of Fame, voted the best super middleweight in history. Hello.
Well, let me come to that.
Okay.
Because, you know, you said, like your understatement, you thought you might not be, you're looking at security jobs, you might not be bad at boxing. So, total fights, correct me if I'm wrong, 48, wins 42, first 22 fights by knockout. Have I told you how much I like it? But, I mean, that is a staggering statistic. And for us kind of mere mortals, forgive this kind of slightly odd question from just an innocent sports fan.
Yeah.
Is it possible to just say how it feels to be the best in the world or something? Does that ever sink in?
Not really. I'll be honest with you, because, like I said, because I don't know how long you got, but a lot of things in my life was messed up. I was addicted to sex, I was addicted to drugs, I was suicide, nervous breakdown, and a lot of these things affected me through my life because what happened to my brother. And the only way I could explain it was like when them guys killed Martin Lawrence, now I've gone to a whole new level because I'm already messed up about what happened with my brother. Now watch these guys come out of court, all cocky, took somebody's life. Now with me, being an ex-squaddy, I want to sit on the top and shoot them. I was so, because it was an innocent black boy that did nothing, the great A student. But it was like, because my dad had a lot of white friends. He never brought us up with anything like that. Even my brother got killed, we was never like that. My dad said, you can't judge a book by its cover. That was my dad. So we never had no racism in our family. The woman that used to help my mum look after her 7 boys was a gypsy Scottish woman. She looked after me from 6 weeks old. So I had another mum who was white. So we never had no racism in. That's the one thing I hate. If I had black, no, we didn't. If we had black people and white people, he can't be in our game. We weren't like that. We was never brought up that. So then when I saw this guys kill Martin Lawrence and come out, I was just, thoughts were going through my head again. Evil thoughts. And you know, my dad never brought me out that way. So when we talk about being world champion, it was like other things that I'm not even thinking about boxing. It was like it was so many other things going on in my head. It's just a job.
What, really?
Yeah.
Because what were you, give the pun, what were you fighting for? Barry McGuigan said of you, first thing you got to know about Nigel Benn, he's not a boxer. But he's not a boxer, he's a fighter. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I want to get in there and have a war, mate. That's me. I'm an ex-squaddy, mate. I want to have a war. That's coming. No, that's not me. I want to fight. You want to fight? I'm ready to fight. That's me. I ain't playing. I'm not playing. Don't get me started now.
But what's that anger driving you when you got in the ring? All those things, your brother, Martin Lawrence.
No, but that actually never came into the ring.
Really?
I was just angry, but not through that. That was just like, it was in the back. But you know, see, things like that would then stir it up.
Yeah. And obviously there's a few epic fights that...
Oh, go on, mention his name, I don't know.
Okay. Well, first of all, before we get to him, your first loss, Michael Watson, 1989. What did that do to you? You won 22 knockouts.
Well, I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, really. Yeah. Wouldn't you if you had 22 knockouts and 22 wins?
But then for that to come crashing down.
Well, you don't think it's going to come crashing down, do you? Because you think, well, what can Michael Watson do to me? Look what happened to the other 22 fighters. They're all gone. So then it was like, I'll tell you what, how confident I was. Black women will understand this. I went to a hairdresser to get my hair plaited. Not like with English people, plait their hair nice. Black people, plait your hair. Yeah, see, they're laughing, they understand it, because your head gets pulled back tight. I went in there, black man, I come out like a Chinese man. What was I thinking? This is like 4 hours before a big fight. I'm getting my hair plaited. Then I go make this outfit like Gary Glitter, a big sparky. I shouldn't really mention that. You know, but you think, wow, what was I thinking? I was so confident. I was just confident, and then I didn't worry. Then, because what happened, the first big fight of my life, and it was like, I'm already caught, I've gone with nervous energy all burning up. And for 4 or 5 rounds, I'm just throwing literally everything at Michael. Michael's hitting me, but his punches would bounce up. I didn't feel a punch. But now, after round 5, whoo, the lights flash and said, you on empty, man. You on empty. And I came back to my corner, got into my witness. My trainer went, this is what he said. Go out there and steaming. So I'm looking in the boxing pants, all steaming. I can't find it in here, mate. I know I'm in trouble. Michael just hit me with a jab and I went down. And it was like, you know, one thing is, when I lost to Michael, completely different to the other guy, but we'll talk about that later on, it was like, I just lost to a better fighter. And I remember I came in with a big entourage. I left. Just me and my job strap and change room. There was nobody there. You could hear a pin drop. It was like you think it was like the world on my shoulders. It just like, the devil was telling me, see, you're not invincible. And I had to deal with all that. They want to talk to me, I'm going, oh, get me home, get me home. It was bad, it was bad.
So after that, you went to America.
Yeah, well, after I lost the fight for Raw, I've got to start again, so I'll just fly off to Miami and train. That's not too bad, didn't it?
So but you built yourself back up. Then came Mr. Eubank.
Yeah.
I mean, those still, like, they're just in boxing history forever. 2 fights, 1990, 1993. Still, like, just for those not boxing aficionados.
Yeah, well, you all know, I'm sure everybody knows that. Can we just move on swiftly?
Yeah.
No, fighting, I think with Chris, one thing I've got to give him is he's the sharpest dresser going. Yeah, you know, I've got to give him credit where it's due. He's got the sharpest dress sense. It's a bit ugly, isn't it? He's tough. I mean, he's got a, one thing with Chris, he's got like a neck. I mean, it's like powerful. He's got a head. Look at the shape of the head, it's like a mallet. Everything about him is just like, you know, and I mean, I was hitting him and it was just like, ting. And then he hit me on the wall, I was shaking all over the place. So he had a joy, he was just so strong in it.
Do you ever regret there wasn't a third match?
Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Let me just finish it. Just can't do that. What happened?
Whatever you say, Nigel.
Thank you very much, sir. What it is, it was like, when I lost to Chris, it was like, it was different, because when I lost to Michael, it was like, just a nice chappy fighter. He was just a lovely man. You know, you could not, the only thing I was mostly jealous of, he was a very good looking man. I wanted a good looking thing. But with Chris, it's a different thing. But it was like, I knew I was going to get it. I just knew it. You know, you look at, you really shake it and I know I was going to get it, just turn his back on me. It's like him saying, I told you, you couldn't beat me. It was one of them. And I really just wanted to jump on him, back to him, but it was just like, we just had a history, we just didn't like each other. We didn't like each other.
Putting it mildly.
At the time I didn't like it, I couldn't stand it. If I'd have been, I was shocked at each other. I didn't like it. I really didn't. We just didn't see eye to eye. He portrayed, he had this image, you see the difference is, with me, if my sausage fell on the floor, I'll put it on the plate. I don't care about the 5 seconds, I'll do 20 seconds, I'll put the sausage back. Chris is not like that. He tried to pretend that he's got an image that he has to portray. What you see is what you get with me. This is me, there's no ears and grace, and this is the way I am.
No, I'm not cutting you off. But I mean, those things kind of, to a degree, defined your career, but perhaps more than ever, the fight with Gerald McLennan, 1995, I mean, just, I was watching it on YouTube again last night. I mean, it's brutal beyond words. He came from America, the New thing, he was a massive favourite, and then, but you were on home turf, can you describe what it felt like to walk out? Would you say that's you at your peak, or?
Listen, all my fights, what it was, I was meant to fight a guy called Michael Nunn. Anybody know Michael Nunn? Michael Nunn was a good, slippery south was 6'2". I mean, he was a good fighter. And they said, look, fight Michael Nunn, I take 100 grand off. 100 grand off? Really? I'm a world champion. This came through my agent. He said, oh, we're going to bring him in Mike Tyson. Don't work like that. I'm an ex-squaddy, mate. If I'm going out on my shoe. Nobody don't fight me, mate. I've been hit with pickaxe angles, baseball bat, slap on the head with his hands out, you know. I'm not scared. Did you get slapped by my dad? Your dad? You know? So the difference is, I didn't have that fear. In every one of the papers had me to be knocked out between round 1 to round 3. So it was like, I thought, the press all back to me. I thought, hold on a minute. You don't really know who I am. You really don't? So the difference is, you might ask about Christian Rex Jr. and my son, but we're going to get to that. I'll put you to it, because what happened, when he punched me and knocked me out in the first round, I went through the ring, I saw all my ligaments in my neck was stretched and went out. I don't really remember the first round. I got back, and the corner said, look at the state of him, look at him, you got him. I was like, yeah. Really? Really? Oh, okay. So then what actually happened, if you watch the second round, I'm chasing him around. Because what's actually happened now, something in my subconscious that I don't know about, that I've never experienced before in my life. I've gone past thinking, because what happened, he's hitting me now in the round and I don't feel a thing. You watch me like banging away and I just don't feel a thing, because now I've gone beyond. I've gone far, I'm not even thinking. I remember I threw a left hand, put me down, half punch. When he comes back, he just put me down, I'm going bang, right hand, uppercut, left hook. When you come back from round 9, you got them all out. Because what's happened now, I'm not even like thinking. I'm not even thinking, and as you know, after the fight he came out paralysed, blind, 80% deaf in a wheelchair. I came out with fractured jaw unit and blood for 3 days in the shadow of the brain. So these are the kind of things that I would not want my son being the fight with you grandson. Because I know my son is me. And I wouldn't want him to be in a fight where he goes to that level where he don't even know what he's doing. And the thing that, you know, when his son is a gladiator, and so is my son is a gladiator, and I will want to fight time.
So much in what you just said. I mean, first of all, I've got to ask, when your opponent has life-changing injuries like that, how do you cope with that? How did you deal with it at the time, and how do you still think about it now?
How do I deal with it at the time? I don't care. I had my own issues to deal with, because it was, I know they brought him over here to bash me up, and it was, I was sad that you don't wish that on anybody, you really don't wish that on anybody in the ring. But like I said, I want you to understand that where my mind was when this 8-year-old boy still hadn't changed, because I had issues in my own life that I could deal with. Not just only that, the drug use, the sex use, the addiction, everything that was going through my own mind. It wasn't just like about the fight. That was then, it was completely different now. It was at that time there, it was, my life was messed up. I was just doing things. Boxing was actually taking me away from the place. The training of boxing actually took me away from the place that I didn't want to be. The pain that I was actually going through the affairs, the drug using, brother and everything, was all just building up. So the other time I actually had pain was when I was on training.
I mean, with that success though, I mean, you've mentioned it so much. That kind of level of money and fame, which presumably at the beginning you didn't even dream of? You just wanted that terrace house
I
like
was
your
in
dad?
the terrace house with BMW, wheel on my dad, and that's it, and I made it. Didn't want nothing else. My dad's got a terrace house, he's made it, and I'll be like my dad. That was it.
I mean, I had a phrase once that stuck with me. Somebody said, easy access to the excess. Did that apply to you? I mean, how bad did that get? I mean, looking through this, there's a picture of you in your first Porsche convertible. There's a chapter called The Orgy. We'll just move on after that. But I mean,
so why did you bring it up there? It's like we can start fishing in there.
I don't know, is it a family show?
No, I don't know kind of work.
But I mean,
concentrate, Nigel Benn. What are you doing?
But I mean, with that level of success, it seemed like you had everything going. You're world champion, you're probably rich beyond your dreams. But were you happy?
No, not really, because it was, I had a wife that I loved. I didn't know how to understand how to deal with it. I think that was, I think, you know what it was, I was just struggling with life and being faithful to my wife. I think that's my biggest upset. And I think that's where I just struggled.
Was there a point, a single point where you were looking back now and you realised it was rock bottom?
I think, you know, it was with my wife, it was back in 98 that the story came out. She went into church and she just cried her eyes out. She was in it for about 3 hours, and then my wife had smoked for about three weeks. And I remember her saying, if you're real up there, do you want to help me down there? And she said, if you're real, I will worship you for the rest of my life. And all she said is that she felt like a rock set had been taken off her back. Now, she cut home, went to speak to Satan's right-hand man. She knocked on the door, and this is what she said. Jesus said it's going to be all right. I'm like, okay, yeah, right. But I had no knowledge about who Jesus was. All I knew about working with Satan as right-hand man, but everything I'd done lined up with his word. And so what happened, she started reading it. Oh no, he was there. He was the one in the basket. And really, yeah, okay. So she became a Christian. Now she had an encounter right there and then, and her life changed like that. But with me, it was a different thing. I go to church with her, she lifts her hand, and I think, oh, that's what you do. Okay. I'm just following her. And then, for years, I thought I was a Christian. But you can't follow your wife. You have to confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord. With your own mouth. I can't follow my wife. We had a lot of Bible studies. We had a big Christian parties at my house and everything, and garden parties. It was brilliant. But yet, I still had the spirit that was the other person. I didn't have no God in me. Because then we left there, we moved to Mallorca, and then I was continuing to have more fears. But then, I was learning more about God's word. And then in Galatians 6:7 it said, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man will do what he sows. What's wrong with me? I was having Bible studies and everything. And then, well, I've got a long scripture now. It says 1 John 1:5. God is light, in him is no darkness. If we say we have fellowship with him, but yet walk in darkness, we lie and do not practice the truth. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another. And the blood of Jesus, his Son, cleanses us from, I'll explain it in a minute, cleanses us from all our sins. But if we say we have not sinned, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. But the point that I'm getting to, but he says, if we confess, he is faithful and righteous to forgive us. So when I was sitting down there having Bible study with my teacher, I've been having an affair. I didn't even want to say it. And I said it. And she said, have you told your wife? Oh Lord. listen. I said, no. She said, you better go home and tell your wife. Listen, you don't understand. So this 8-year-old boy now, I've been a liar, I've been a cheat, I've been a thief, I've been everything. And now I'm walking down this long corridor to tell my wife about faith. If you ever see a black man turn white, you should see me. Because now all the colour is drying out of me because now I've got to face up to it. And oh, thank you, Lord. 3 days before, my wife was having a women's meeting, Bible study. And my wife used to have a, she's anyway, here's Cal. Where? She here. Right, and she's got a big diamond ring, but she don't wear it. She's kept it in a shoe, in the cupboard, because our church wasn't a wealthy church, so she kept it in there. God spoke to her clearly to put the ring on her finger. And he said, this is going to make diamond, maybe your marriage is clear, the diamond on your finger. And all the girls were going, oh, but they didn't know what was coming. No one, I'm telling you the truth. One little story, I'm telling you the truth. So then, now I'm confessing everything to my wife. I said, Caroline, I've been cheating on you for 16 years. I've been using drugs, I've been using everything. I've been controlling literally everything. And she said, you're mad, just shut up. She said, all she heard is like, let him speak, so forth. I told her about everything. She said, she threw a couple of punches, good shot, feeling strong as Chris. But then she kicked me out of the house. I left my house and now I went to live with my pastor. But I know God was showing me something that I need to confess, and I left my house, left the 8-bedroom mansion on top of the hill, went to live with my pastor for 1 year. Me and my wife had communion for 1 year. And all I done, they stripped me of who I was. They took my Porsche away, took my Cadillac away. The only car I was allowed to drive was a 35-year-old E-Reg Escort with wind down windows. Go to New York, listen, stripped me all my Versace, machine, everything. The clothes that I had to wear, I had to get back a second-hand shop and that plastic bags. And it was so funny, you gotta understand, God made me petrified. This 65-year-old woman, back in the post, I was petrified of her. I thought to myself, not too long ago, I was knocking men out for a living, easy. And yet, Miguel and Pastor Cheryl, it was like, her husband was like Miguel, he was like from 40 Towers, lovely man. But Cheryl, man, she was hard. I used to have to clean it all dog nest, didn't even have a dog, she had a dog nest. I had to do all the washing, but she stripped me of everything. And the only thing I was allowed to watch in the house for a whole year was Little House on the Prairie. I'm not joking. I've got session 1 up to session 10. I've got them all. But what it was taking around and helping me deal with a lot of issues that I went through. So I never realized that everything I went through all started from my brother. The death of my brother, I never actually dealt with all these things. So a lot of things that I went through was because of the death of my brother. I was able to learn to deal with these kind of things that I never would have. Like I said, I started smoking at the age of 8, doing drugs, everything. But soon I had an encounter with him. Listen, my whole life changed. And we repaired our marriage. Now we've been together 26 years now. And the funny thing about it, my wife could have babies naturally. Come in India, get IVF. And lo and behold, Layla and Levi, which were here on the show, a beautiful gift, that remind me of Logan, my son. But they come along naturally. God just, so my whole life is changed because I had an encounter with Jesus. I'm faithful to my wife, and I could not be more happier now. All of the life that that I'm doing now, and I'm so blessed and honored and privileged to take out that pivot to help me deal with all the issues that I would never deal with. Oh, you can come in now.